Hi, my name is Michael Hicks, and we are discussing accounting and finance for Curtiss-Wright for this discussion board for Aviation 314. Assets equal equity plus liability. What does that mean? Well, not to get too far into it, assets is everything that is owned by the company. So that could be property, equipment, land, inventory, things of that nature. Liability is anything that the company owes. So wages, loans, utility bills, rent. And then equity is what's left. So once everything's paid off, including your stock shares and dividends, once everything is paid, what's left is your equity, and it could be a positive or a negative. Looking at Curtiss-Wright's balance sheet, you can see their total assets were roughly $4.4 billion. Total liabilities were 2.4, almost 2.5 billion. And then their total equity was almost $2 billion. But you take their liabilities, add the equity, and it equals the total asset number as well. So assets equal liability plus equity. And if you look at the total asset line, from 2021 to 2022, there was actually an increase of almost $346 million. Now looking at their cash flows, their operating activities was roughly $295 million. Investing activities cost them $325, almost $326 million. And their financing activities got them $129, almost $130 million. And in one of my previous discussions, I was talking about the risk of the currency exchange. Since Curtiss-Wright operates in multiple countries, they use that country's currency to do business in. And as you can see, the effect of exchange rate changes on cash, that line item, it actually cost the company almost $13 million just in currency exchange differences. So that risk that they have listed is a very obvious and personally quite an expensive one. Now looking at their earnings statements, they have their total net sales and then their cost of sales. So you get their gross profit of $954 million, and then about 2/3 of the way down the page they have another other income listed at $12,732,000. And then all of their expenses, R&D, selling, general interest, loss on a sale of a business. I believe that one was sold in Germany. And then tax income provision. I thought that one was kind of interesting because taxes are something that you have to get right. And in the book, there's a quote that I pulled from it. It said, "Taxes are an expense like any other, but their prediction requires the skill of an accountant with specific knowledge regarding that organization's financial situation." And they were able to take the numbers from Curtiss-Wright for 2022, and they were able to project that they were going to pay $94,847,000 in taxes. And normally they'd be, okay, well, I might be paying $2,500 in taxes, I'll guess that. And tax day comes around, you're paying $2,510. Well, you're not far off, but if this person missed a comma or a decimal point, it could be the difference between $9,400,000 and $94 million. So definitely impressive in my opinion. But you take their gross profit and other income, and you come to $967 million. You subtract their expenses of almost $673 million, and then you come to their net income or net earning, which is $294,348,000. So did Curtiss-Wright make a profit in 2022? Yes, they did. And if you look at the 2 years prior, you can see that there has been a steady increase from 2020 to 2022 in their net earnings. So while they did take a hit from COVID, they have been gradually increasing their net earnings.